recently, except for the market drop that we saw last week. It's the biggest drop in the entire history of the market, dropped about 1,600 points. The stock market has been rising fairly consistently since about 2009. Public sentiment, despite this drop, is still really bullish. And frankly, in a great economy like that we're experiencing now, it's a judgment call whether you should buy a passive ownership franchise or invest in the stock market. Now, what I'm speaking about today, it does not apply to a franchise that you would be operating yourself, hands-on ownership, or even semi-executive. This is purely passive ownership. So passive investment franchises, what exactly is that? These are businesses that you own, but for the most part, these are operated by employees. You have a manager, a director in place, all that other good stuff. These typically do not generate a huge amount of money for the owner, so you'll want to own multi-units. And these are the types of franchises that sports celebrities and investor groups will typically invest in, or on a smaller scale, individuals who want to diversify their asset portfolio. They might own one or two passive ownership locations while still having a job. So to the decision whether to take your money out of the stock market and invest into a franchise just for a few dollars more really hasn't made a whole lot of sense with all the hassle involved with setting up a business versus just throwing money at your portfolio. Now, proper investing isn't about investing in the market today, however, it's about investing in the market, what it's going to do tomorrow. And today we're going to take a real quick look at why you might consider pulling some money out of your stock portfolio and investing in a franchise. First, everybody knows right now, maybe not you, but everybody knows the stock market is highly overvalued. It's absolutely no secret. It's like everyone has their finger on the sell button, but they want to hold on till the very last second to squeeze out every last bit of profit. But everybody knows at some point they're going to have to start selling like crazy. Let's take a look at this great chart that I stole from sbcgold.com. It shows the longest bull markets in history, the subsequent amount of decline. And right now we're in the third longest bull market, exceeded only by the Great Depression or the big bust that was in the early 2000s. I would say that was realistically about 2001 for the USA. Prelude to the Great Depression was a 97-month bull market, and before the early 2000s bust, it was 117 months. Early 2000s, we lost almost 50%. The Great Depression, as we all know, it was crazy. 86% of the entire market was wiped out, and it took 25 years for that market to once again come back up to normal levels. Now, that's pretty scary. But I leave that to you to research on your own. If you haven't heard about this yet, you really need to get out from under that pebble and start looking, because this is going on right now. It's very real and it is going to happen. And research doesn't mean calling your commissioned broker and asking their opinion. Now, there's many franchises, if you choose to go that route, that are good for passive ownership, and some are also good in recessions. Things like food franchises, hair salons, accounting type franchises, automotive franchises. And while the stock market may start tanking and people are losing their money right, left, and center, they're still going to need their cars repaired. They will still need haircuts. They will still need to eat. Certain food franchises are not great, some are. We can discuss that with you if you're interested. Some are very well positioned to weather an economic storm, and if you feel, as I do, that this is inevitable, that's probably something you might want to look into rather than potentially losing. Historically, we see that this happened up to 50% of your portfolio gains. If you'd like to learn more about passive ownership and what franchises are available in your area, give us a call here at Franchise City, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.